season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Right to the air is Mahomes.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Nicole Hardman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Walker to start the drive.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucks and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's putted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here's Hardman to return. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's caught left side by Hardman. He's got room at the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now Geno. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Walker now on first and 10. Down to about the 37. This defense for the Chiefs, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Throwing now is Geno. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
The Chiefs at 11-3 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And again, it's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On second down at 4, Mahomes.
Open man right side is Tony. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 21-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Geno now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Hardman on the return.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. The
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Mahomes to throw once more. That is caught at the 7. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
He had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And that flag accepted. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40, the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for KC. 54 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Penny up the middle. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run him pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Uchenna Nwosu in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes caught. Kelsey, left side. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now Mahomes. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
DK Metcalf
from 13 yards out.
And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mahomes now on first down. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're back now in KC. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And Walker has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd and 10, Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To the air again, Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat, but this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half, and now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things are a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games, we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now, since they just gave up a score. And as you noted, they need to get that crispness back from the first half. They need a big drive here.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 58 yards.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Smith. This complete to Lockett. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here we go. Set. Johnny Ryan. Like 22.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Arcega-Whiteside.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
That is a play that you just do not see very often, maybe a couple times a year. The blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the 25 on second down, Smith. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
From the gun on third down, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 30, 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 83 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gino's going to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds, incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Now it's Mahomes again. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 13 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
One last throw here for Smith. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, this was a